Battlefield 2018, my wish list. To get started, I want to go over some past titles. Let's get a feel for things that have changed for the better, and well, things that didn't. And as long as I've been playing video games, I've been playing some sort of Battlefield title, starting with Battlefield Bad Company, and going up to the current Battlefield 1. Yes, I started my Battlefield career on console. Let's not get stuck on that. Now the online fun started with Bad Company 2. Now, I've recently gone back and I played some Bad Company 2. Let me tell you, it's something else. That clunky movement, the laggy hit registration leaves much to be desired. But the incredible map design and the crazy destruction make for some epic, only in Battlefield moments. My favorite game mode in Battlefield titles is Rush. So for this video, I'll be focusing on the Rush game mode. Bad Company 2, pros and cons. Cons. Number 1, clunky movement. Not being able to sprint and strafe is an odd feeling, and I never noticed it when I was playing it when it first came out. But going back, it is the first thing you feel. Number 2, bad hit registration, or netcode. Dying around corners and bullets not registering is probably a nuisance for all of us. Now to be honest, I was playing and I had a high ping, like around 100, and that may have contributed to the problem. But nonetheless, it was happening, and it is no fun. Number 3, Destruction 2.0. Now this is really a con and a pro, so bear with me. It's on both lists for a reason. It's a con because in long games, just about every piece of cover, well, it's gone, leaving the map a barren wasteland. But it is a pro because it's just good fun being able to destroy enemy cover, and it's fun to create new flanking routes through buildings and whatnot. Pros. Number 1, Destruction 2.0. Wow, we just went over that. Number 2, awesome map design. Now there's something to be said for building maps around a game mode, rather than building maps and trying to cram all the game modes in. Bad Company 2 did this best, especially with the Rush game mode, which, again, is my favorite. Number 3, Friends List, joining friends. It was really, and still is really easy to join friends in Bad Company 2. You just click on your friend's name, click join, voila, you joined them. Alright, that's enough Bad Company 2, let's move on to Battlefield 3. Battlefield 3, pros and cons. Cons. Number 1, suppression. Who can forget the Vaseline on your screen? Now, I wouldn't have had a problem if it was just a visual thing. But no, the devs decided to add in random bullet spread as well. Now for those of you that don't know what random bullet spread, or RBS, is, when suppressed, bullets from your weapon lose accuracy, meaning the bullets will land in random spots around your target. They don't land center of scope. Now this is a very basic and shitty explanation, but I think you get the idea. It sucks. Number 2, explosive spam. Now to be honest, there was a lot of explodey spam in Bad Company 2, but for some reason BF3 just takes the cake. I feel it has to do with the map design. There seems to be a lot more choke points in Battlefield 3 maps. Take the side stairs in Metro for an example. We've all been on the receiving end of a lucky grenade, a pro pipe, or whatever explode there happens to be flying at your face. Now this isn't the only example, but it's certainly the best known. Number 3, lighting. Okay, I'm probably the only person that cares, but damn, what is up with the sun in Battlefield 3? It is so friggin' bright. Why though? Why does the sun have to blind you? This is a video game, not real life. I shouldn't get welders flash from a game. Oh, and don't even get me started on the flashlights. Pros. Number 1, visual fidelity. Now I'll be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of the blue tint, but the game now looks great. Going back and playing, it's hard to believe this game is nearly 7 years old. Number 2, player movement. Going from Bad Company 2 to Battlefield 3 is a noticeable change. Everything just feels more responsive. ADS times feel quicker, reloads feel crisper, the ability to strafe and sprint is huge. The game in general feels much smoother. I know this isn't super descriptive, but that's the best for me to explain it. Number 3, gunplay. Other than suppression, the recoil mechanics in Battlefield 3 just feel the best. Maybe I'm too stupid to understand how it works in other games, but this game feels more responsive. Battlefield 4. Pros and cons. Cons. Number 1. Indirect fire. UCAV. Need I say more? Number 2. More map design. How many times have you played Rush on Operation Locker, only to be spawn locked? This map just doesn't have enough flanking routes. The spawns are too close together, too many choke points, leading to tons of explosive spam and smoke. Now, this isn't the only offender, but it's a clear example of building a map and then trying to cram all the game modes in. Number 3. Suppression. At the start of Battlefield 4, suppression, well, was quite shit. But thanks to DICE LA, they fixed it, and I feel what we have in Battlefield 4 now is the best example of this shitty mechanic. Number 4. AC-130 and Commander. They need no explanation. They are just total lame. Pros. Number 1. Guns and attachments. With 86 primary weapons available, and many attachments for each one, there is a ton of variety. Maybe too much. Now fuck that, give me all the guns. Number 2. Hit range. Quote-unquote netcode. Now most of us remember what the game was like when it launched. If you thought Battlefield 3 was bad, Battlefield 4 was king when it came to shit hit range. But, again, thanks to DICE LA, Battlefield 4 is a very crisp, clean experience. They even increased the tick rates of the servers from 30 to as far as 120 in some cases. Now, for those of you that don't know what a tick rate is how many times the server updates per second. And thanks to CTE, or Community Test Environment, and DICE, Battlefield 1 now, I think, starts with a 60 Hz server. Number 3. CTE, or Community Test Environment. Many great things came from this program. Community map project, adding the higher tick servers, balancing weapons, changing game modes, and most importantly, for me, fixing suppression. I really feel like the CTE is the most important addition to Battlefield 4, and without it, I think the game would have just died a miserable, boring death. And many of the fixing and testing that was done would not have been added to future titles. Battlefield Hardline. No. Battlefield 1. Pros and cons. Cons. Number 1. Rush. Now, I'm not sure what they were thinking when they changed Rush in Battlefield 1, but in my opinion, they just really fucked it. I don't have a problem with limiting vehicles. I like infantry gameplay, but 2 teams of 12 is just too small. There isn't that wow factor when playing it like there used to be. And if I wanted to play a small infantry-based game mode, I would just play Search and Destroy on COD. Like I said, I really prefer infantry, but 24 players, it's just a joke. You can clearly see that they built maps around operations and conquest, and then just dropped the rest in. Number 2. Suppression. Why did they not just take the model they had in Battlefield 4? Did EA just not listen, or did it just not give a fuck? Random bullet spread is back, and it's got to be the worst it's ever been. Not only do you get random bullet spread when suppressed, but the full autos just have random bullet spread in general. Now, I know they wanted to try and balance the full auto weapons, but I feel like random bullet spread is just the lazy way out. Number 3. Explosive spam. The amount of explodes you have access to in Battlefield 1, it's a bit mad. And with the weapons being inaccurate like they are, it's no wonder people use them. Number 4. Gas. Just don't be that dick. Pros. Number 1. Excellent hit reg, quote-unquote netcode. It's really refreshing to play a game and feel like the game is responding to what you're telling it to do. For the second time since the launch of Battlefield 3, Hardline was the first. Battlefield 1 is a very enjoyable experience from a netcode perspective. Bullets seem to register pretty much all the time. Some of the times the bullet's not registering could be suppression, or it could just be I'm bad and I missed. Number 2. Visual fidelity. This game is just nuts. It's so fucking good looking. And it's hard to believe every time a new title comes out, it looks better every time. It's crazy what this game engine does. Okay, now to wrap up. Battlefield 2018, what I want to see. Now, I am not concerned with what era the game is. I'm more worried about game mechanics. And I really feel like EA already has everything they need to make an amazing game. You can take the map design and the friends list from Bad Company 2, because defenseless doesn't work in BF1, ever. The gunplay, or the recoil mechanics, whatever you want to call it, at Battlefield 3. The progression, gun selection, and suppression mechanic of Battlefield 4. And you add that with the visuals and the server performance of Battlefield 1, and I really feel like that would be a great game. I hope EA gets their shit together on this one. BF1 may have been a success in terms of sales, but in player count, it barely beats Battlefield 4. At the time of recording this, Battlefield 1 had 16,000 players, and Battlefield 4 had 10,000. Now I know that's 6,000 more players, but Battlefield 4 is a 5-year-old game, and that's pretty bad player counts for a game that's only a year and a half old. No, those are PC player counts. I know the console counts are higher. I didn't bother to look. I don't care. I don't play on console. Sorry. So to end, I just hope EA listens to the community. I know not everybody likes or dislikes all the same things I do, but it feels like EA just doesn't listen. They push out a game and expect either DICE to fix it or for it to die. Why not take feedback from the community first, instead of just taking my money and selling me a game that is dead after 9 months? Well, thanks for watching. I hope I didn't bore you to death. If there's anything that I missed, or anything that you feel was more important, leave a comment. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you didn't, well, fuck you. If you want to see more, I primarily play Battlefield. Hit the old subscribe button. You can also come over and check me out on Twitch. I've been streaming again. Wally Booger on Twitch, same as it is here on YouTube. So check me out. Again, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you later.